Be honest for a second. Have you ever been watching your favorite streamer or listening to that one podcast you never miss, and they tell a joke and you laugh out loud? Like, genuinely laugh? And for a split second, it feels like you're just hanging out on the couch with a buddy. You know their inside jokes, you know about their dog's weird habits, you know their anxieties. You feel defensive if someone criticizes them in the comments. If they suddenly stopped posting, you would feel a genuine sense of loss. It feels like friendship. It looks like friendship to your brain's emotional centers. But it lacks the one crucial ingredient that defines actual friendship: reciprocity. Welcome to the strange psychological world of parasocial relationships. It's a term that gets thrown around a lot lately, usually as an insult on Twitter. But the actual psychology behind it is fascinating, and honestly, it explains a lot about why the modern internet feels the way it does. The concept isn't new. It was coined back in the 1950s by sociologists Donald Horton and Richard Wall. They were studying the new phenomenon of television. They noticed that housewives were developing intense emotional bonds with news anchors and talk show hosts. These anchors would look directly into the camera, right into the living room, and speak conversationally. The viewer's brain, not yet adapted to this new technology, processed this consistent eye contact. And daily presence the only way it knew how: this person is part of my tribe. This person is safe. And that's the key mechanism here, the evolutionary hack. For 99.9% of human history, if you saw someone's face every single day, heard their voice, and watched them be vulnerable, that person was your close friend or family member. Your brain is hardwired to equate familiarity with intimacy. Your amygdala doesn't quite understand that the face on the 4K screen is millions of miles away and pre-recorded. It just sees a familiar face and releases dopamine and oxytocin, the bonding chemicals. But if TV created this phenomenon, the internet poured gasoline on it. On TV, the relationship was distant. On social media, it feels interactive. You can comment, and they might heart it. They do Q&As. They vlog from their bedrooms while wearing pajamas. The illusion of intimacy is infinitely stronger now. So, is this bad? Are we just a generation of lonely people deluding ourselves? Not necessarily. There's a bright side to this. Psychologists have found that parasocial relationships can actually help combat loneliness, especially for marginalized groups. If you're a queer kid in a small town with unsupportive parents, finding an online creator who speaks your language provides a genuine sense of belonging and a model for identity. That comfort is real, even if the relationship isn't two-sided. It serves as a social snack, a temporary fix when real connection isn't available. But, like any psychological hack, there is a dark side. The danger comes when the line blurs too much. When you start expecting the creator to behave like your real friend. Because this is a one-way street, the power dynamic is wildly skewed. The creator holds all the cards. If you treat a creator like your best friend, you become incredibly vulnerable to manipulation. When your friend recommends a product, your defenses are down. You trust them. It doesn't feel like advertising, it feels like a pal giving you a tip. This is the billion-dollar engine of the influencer economy. Furthermore, the emotional fallout can be devastating. When a creator you have a parasocial bond with does something bad, gets canceled, or reveals they aren't who they pretended to be, the betrayal feels personal. It's not just that internet guy messed up. It feels like my friend lied to me. The psychological crash is disproportionate to the actual relationship. If you recognize yourself in this, don't feel stupid. It doesn't mean you're broken, it means you're a human being with a brain designed for connection in an era of digital isolation. We are all susceptible to this. Enjoy the content. Laugh at the jokes. Feel comforted by the familiar voices. But keep that little psychological firewall up in your mind. Remember that the screen is a boundary, not a window. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and feel like we have a connection, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It'll make my dopamine centers light up, even if I don't know who you are. See you next time.